Okay, so it's been a few days now since I've done the journey. It's actually been about a week since I finished it. Now, I've waited about a week to make this video because I don't want to spoil what happens in the journey for all of you. Now, it's been a little while, obviously, and I'm guessing a few of you, or most of you, probably finished what you can play right now. So the second main question is, what's going to happen next? What is the next stage? Are EA going to, announce another update and we can install part 2 maybe? Or is it going to be neglected and it's going to be forgotten about and we can only play like, I don't know, one season's worth, which is all you can play at the minute. It's pretty disappointing, but that's all you can play. So in the background, I have the final scene of the journey. Now, I'm going to obviously talk over this in the volume. If you guys want to watch the whole thing properly, I'll leave a link to another video on my channel like a few days ago where I did complete it. This video, we're not talking about the ending cutscene. I just got to have some in there so you guys can relate to from what I'm about to talk about, because I'm about to talk about what I think will be in the next stage of the journey. What will happen next? I'm not just talking about, imminent what will happen next even. I'm just talking about right in the future as well. What will be the grand finale of the journey when it's eventually finished? But good question everyone's been asking, if EA announces down, an upgrade or an update or whatever, will they make it so you have to pay for part 2? Will they just add it as a free for you lot, or whatever? Who knows? We don't know the answer to that yet. I don't think we even know officially if they will even do a part 2, but I'm guessing the journey's been pretty successful, right? A lot of people have played it, a lot of people have talked about it and enjoyed it, so I'm guessing there probably will be a part 2. Now, as you guys are seeing in the background, obviously this is the end of the journey, the last cutscene. We've got, Alex Hunter here with, like, Gareth Williams, and then with just, managers talking, granddads there, mums there, and at the end of the cutscene, Alex gets a shock call-up to the England team, or he's rumoured to get a shock call-up to the England team. Now, this isn't actually a surprise to me, because if you guys keep an, eye on the social tab on the right-hand side and you do play the game, Alan Shearer has actually tweeted out a few times saying Alex Hunter is rumoured to be going in the England team soon, so if you check your social media and stuff like that on the journey, then you'll probably see that at some stage on the right-hand side of your screen. So the first question is, Rossi, what do you think is going to happen next? Okay, the next stage of the journey, part 2 of EA. Now, you can probably see by the title, you can probably see by the thumbnail what I'm going to be talking about in this step 1. Now, obviously, the first step is Alex Hunter getting called up to the England team, okay? That is the obvious next step. So, Alan Shearer has already talked about it in the social media, and obviously at the end on the news, Alex Hunter finds out, his bosses ring him up and say congratulations. That is obviously going to be the next step. Now, I don't know if they're going to play at the Euros or they're going to play at the World Cup. Is he going to make it just into, the qualifying? Maybe they've got to do the qualifying for the World Cup, then he gets into the World Cup maybe. Who knows? The situation with the journey is pretty disappointing in terms of, the journey's always going to be the same for everyone. Hopefully in part 2 they make it so Alex Hunter can go down different routes for different people depending how well or bad he does in the game or in the journey, full stop. Now, what made the first part of the journey really exciting for me was I was one of the first YouTubers to sort of finish it and complete it, and I know a lot of you guys actually really enjoyed it on the live stream, so obviously I'm going to do the exact same again. If you guys want me to live stream the whole part 2 of the journey of Alex Hunter getting called up for the England team, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. If we get 3,000 likes on this video, I'll bring you guys that live stream as soon as it comes out. I mean, the minute it comes out, alright? The live stream is going to be live. So step 2 is obviously, I've just sort of talked about it, is obviously Alex Hunter going to the World Cup. So the first step is getting called up to the England team, then obviously playing the qualifiers and stuff, then he goes back to the league or whatever, and then does he make the World Cup team? Does he make the World Cup team? Well, if the journey's the same for everyone, then yes, he'll get made into the World Cup team, basically. Now, whether he'll win it or not, I don't know, like with EA in this game, it's just that they sort of scripted, he was meant to win the FA Cup, he was meant to win, I don't know, the league or whatever. So will it be the case with this team? I would have to wait and see. When I say this team, I mean England. Will they win the World Cup guaranteed? If he doesn't play well, and he gets dropped or whatever, maybe the team loses, maybe he has to wait another 4 seasons before he gets another chance at the World Cup. I mean, that would be insane. That'd be realistic. Making it so he does guarantee get called up to the World Cup and does guarantee win the World Cup, no matter how good or bad you play, isn't that fun? But, if you mix it up a little bit, it's going to be sick. Step 3. What do I think step 3 will be? Well, this is a big one, okay? This is a big one. I didn't really know what to do for this one. I was just predicting a few things, but then something hit me. And I'm not talking physically. I'm all about mentally. You think about the players that have done amazing in the Premier League, okay? Become world beaters. Now, let's say Alex Hunter becomes one of the best players in the Premier League, wins the World Cup. What is the next step for a player like that? Well, I'm thinking back to a few players like Ronaldo, who's done it, or Bale, who's done it. They've gone to Real Madrid or maybe even Barcelona. So the players that are smashed in the Premier League, like Ronaldo, gone to Real Madrid 80 million, Bale bloody 85, 83, whatever it was, million. they've gone abroad, okay, and Alexander could do exactly the same. And I tell you what, that would be exciting. So you either get the choice, okay, I don't want to make it so you have to sign. I want EA to make it so you get a choice. You know, could he pick Barcelona? Could he pick Real Madrid? Could he stay at Manchester United, or could he go to Bayern Munich? That'd be sick. And then stage 4, I haven't actually got round to even doing any graphics for it or anything, but I can talk about it in a separate video if you want. If you guys want to see that video, make sure to drop a like and a thumbs up down below. I could do part 3 of the installment, or part 4 of the installment of the journey. Maybe we can take a look at like retiring in China, or retiring in America and earning some serious money. I think that would be pretty exciting. But anyway guys, hopefully I've enjoyed this video. It's been very informational. Informational is not even a word. It's been very informative. I've tried to think about what would happen next in the journey. I've tried to predict it. I've tried to do some graphics. Hopefully you do enjoy it. If you do, you know what to do. Drop a like and a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to me for more The Journey episodes here on my channel as soon as they come out. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. Peace.